Hello there, Gemini. Thank you for your weekly video, for stopping by for your weekly video tarot forecast for the week of May 18th through the 24th. I am doing something a little bit different this time. I'm not using a tarot deck. So I guess this makes this not exactly a tarot forecast, just a video forecast. And we're just going to try this and see how it works. So Gemini, I'm just reading energies for Monday. What do I have coming up for you? Okay, so there's going to be an interaction with a person that brings you happiness and joyfulness. The person seems like they are going to be an older person. For most of you, he's going to be male, although maybe not for all of you. And this is going to be a person who really is just an inspiration and an encouragement to you. This is one of those people that you can talk to and you can go to them no matter how you're feeling, and you come away just feeling better and relieved and soothed and comforted. Even without necessarily talking to the person about the stresses that are in your life. And so I feel you having that type of interaction on Monday, and this person not only is able to ease and soothe and kind of comfort all those stresses with you, but I feel that they're also an inspiration for you, that you look at what they've been through and what they've done, Geminis, and you're just kind of saying to yourself, wow, you know, if this person can do that, I can certainly deal with the stuff that I've got on my plate. So that's what I feel coming in for you guys on Mondays, Gemini. Tuesday, what do we have coming up? Tuesday, I'm feeling that there's another interaction with a person coming up. This one is not quite such a positive interaction. This is feels to me like this reminds me of when I used to work in customer service, and you would have people come up and they would just complain. And sometimes the people would have very legitimate complaints, and sometimes the people would just be completely unreasonable in their complaints and their problems. And so Tuesday, it feels to me like you're interacting with somebody who is not in a very reasonable place and is very grumpy, and kind of what I'm hearing is out of hand. Like they're over the top grumpy. Like you couldn't expect anybody to be so grumpy about such a little thing. But they are just really, really grumping at you on Tuesday. For most of you, I feel like this is going to be a short interaction. This is kind of like a customer service type thing. Like this is not somebody that you know real well coming in and grumping out. For others of you, though, this is somebody that you know. This is like somebody that is very close to you. For some of you, this is your significant other is just really in this unreasonably grumpy place. Trying to give you best advice for that. That's what I'm checking in on. Best advice for that, for those of you who have it's a significant other, is to try to just kind of detach. If you can't physically go into a different place, at least try to detach. Don't try not to let these people trigger you, because they're not being very rational. And when they do calm down, they're going to realize that they were coming from this really horrible place. But you know, if you feed into the stuff that they're pouring out of themselves right now, it's just going to escalate and turn into something really ugly. If you can try to detach and sort of minimize your responses to this, then, you know, later on, like I said, they're going to realize that they were just being kind of out of hand, and they're going to calm down and really appreciate that you didn't just sock them a good one, so to speak, at least verbally. All right, so Gemini, on Wednesday, what's coming in on Wednesday? Social interactions on Wednesday. Wednesday, I feel like you're going to be dealing with groups of people, and not just one group is what I'm hearing. So on Wednesday, Gemini, I feel like, you know, you've got some stuff going on. Maybe you've got some stuff going on at the office that's kind of social. Maybe everybody gets together and has like a strategy making lunch or whatever. Or maybe it's a celebratory lunch, but it's a social type lunch during the day. And then maybe at dinner time, there's a celebratory dinner that has to do more with family and with other stuff. But I feel like you've got a lot of social interaction going on. And there may even be some meetings with a group of people that really has nothing to do with family or business as well. The key here is social interactions. And so that's what I see going on for you guys on Wednesday, is social interactions. And I feel like you're going to be enjoying yourself. For the most part, they're going to be pretty relaxed. I'm getting a picture, you know, of a glass of wine, which is, to me, is telling me that you're kind of relaxing. You're kicking back. You're not worried about performance at the social interaction. You know, you're not worried about work performance or about, you know, you're not planning anything big. Otherwise, you wouldn't have that glass of wine in your hand that I'm seeing. A glass of wine talks to me about not so much drinking. It's not that you're necessarily drinking wine at all, but it talks about that attitude of just being able to relax and knowing that you can do that, that you can that you're in a situation where you're not going to be called on to be really doing some heavy thought or some heavy feeling or some heavy producing. Like for me, if I feel like I might get a reading, I'm definitely not going to be drinking any alcoholic beverages during that time, which basically means ever, because people call me at all kinds of hours. But to me, the idea of having a glass of wine is like relaxing. Like for me to do that, I would have to shut off my phone and my computer and just shut out the whole world so that I would know I was not being called on to do a reading while I was a little bit, tipsy or whatever. So anyway, that just means relaxing. So I feel like Thursday you're going to have some social interactions, and they're going to be very relaxed, laid-back interactions. They're not going to be high-performance interactions on Thursday, Gemini. And I do want to remind everybody this is a general reading, so not everything here is going to apply to everybody. If you want a private reading where I'm looking just at what's going on in your life, then you would need to schedule that so that I could do that. But right now this is going to apply to most of the Geminis. Okay, so on Friday, what do we have coming in for Geminis on Friday? Lots of good eating. That's what I'm hearing. So Gemini, isn't that interesting? Maybe somebody's going to bring in some wonderful pastries in the morning to work, or maybe you're going to go out to a fabulous dinner or a scrumptious lunch. I don't know, but I'm hearing lots of good eating. And I'm looking at the date. There's nothing particularly holiday-ish about the date as far as I can tell. But that's what I've got, is lots of good eating for you Geminis on Friday. So be looking forward to good food. And good eating is defined in several different ways depending on who you are. So for some of you, good food is, that wonderful pastry in the morning with the great spread that just takes you to heaven. For other people, lots of good eating is being able to get out to a garden and get some fresh lettuce and tomatoes and asparagus and broccoli and all of that kind of good stuff. So this is going to be good eating in regards to how you view good eating. So for those of you who good eating means I don't have to cook or do the dishes, we get to go out to dinner and maybe we get some steak or some salmon or whatever, that could be what we're talking about. So Gemini's good eating, I just feel like you're going to be doing some good eating on Friday. That's a good day to be, especially appreciative of the blessings of Mother Nature, of the food that comes in and your sustenance. Okay, so that's Friday. Saturday. I have these little envelopes to hold on to with the date names, and I feel like I should be holding them up, I guess because I'm used to holding up the tarot cards. But it really is just to help me remember what day that I'm on so that I don't get all tripped up during the reading. So Gemini, on Saturday, what's going on for you? I feel like for a lot of you this is work day. I have pictures of people up on ladders cleaning out gutters, yard work. I'm feeling like I see a lot of yard work for you Geminis on Saturday. For some of you, I'm actually seeing some work on vehicles, up underneath the vehicles in the driveway. I'm seeing a lot of projects, just projects getting done for you on Saturday, Gemini. And when I say getting done for you, I mean you're doing them. No one else is doing them for you. You're doing them. But that's what I see coming in for you Saturday, is that you get a lot of the projects done around the house and the yard and underneath the car and all of that good stuff. And then on Sunday, what comes in? Sunday, day of rest. Some of you Gemini is going to church. No big surprise on Sunday. Also, day of rest, I'm just seeing, kicked up on the sofa, watching movies, maybe hanging out outside, maybe doing an outdoor picnic, maybe in your yard, maybe in a park nearby, but just an outdoor picnic out, enjoying nature, maybe even taking a blanket and falling asleep out there. For those of you that are close to a beach, I'm feeling like beaches could be a part of that picture. But Sunday, yeah, I'm showing you this envelope like you can see a picture. But Sunday, I'm just feeling like it's just going to be a day of kicking back and really relaxing. And for a lot of you, that is going to include enjoying nature. So for some of you, maybe a short hike. I don't see anything really strenuous going on, though, as far as anything like that. So Gemini, that is your week. For those of you who would like to schedule a private reading, please check out my website. I'm at amista.info, amista.info. Once you're there and you've looked around a little bit, if you still feel like I'm the best person for you to work with, then go ahead and contact me and we will schedule a session for you as quickly as possible. And then For the rest of you, I will see you all here next week. Everyone have a great week. Peace out.